Hi everyone, I'm so back with part 2 of week 35, and as I said before in the previous layout, these are all photos. I have no filler cards at all because I just didn't have the space. I wanted all these photos included because, I really love them, and I just think they deserve to have a spot there. And as I said before, if I had more photos of the week, I probably would have ended up doing another insert, and then I would have had, this pocket, but double-sided, so I'll be able to put some filler cards in there. But I really didn't have any photos from week 35. I really didn't do anything apart from work, so it wasn't a very interesting week apart from the wedding. So yeah, as I said, the wedding was down near Gatwick, which is always nice, 'cause it's always nice to see somewhere different. Obviously, it's not far from where I'm originally from. It's about an hour and a half drive from where I'm originally from, but for us to get by train from where we live now, it's actually quite easy. So, yeah, it didn't take us too long. So we travelled down on the Friday, and then the wedding was on the Saturday, and we went home on the Sunday. So yeah, the wedding. So it was really interesting, the wedding, because my friend actually got married the week before, because the venue that she wanted to have the reception at, they didn't legally have a license to do weddings, so they couldn't get married here. So they got married in a registry office the week before, just in their local area, and they just had a little party with their immediate family and friends, and then they had a big reception. They had the food and everything, the speeches and stuff at this the second wedding the week later. And obviously we got to go from the evening reception, which was really lovely. As I said, she came to ours, or they both came to ours, for our reception. So yeah, it was just lovely to have to share our wedding year, I guess. And so these are school friends, so I've been friends with them since I was 11, 12, and we're now nearly 30, so it's good that we still keep in touch. Obviously we don't see each other that often, but we still text each other, and we still celebrate people's life's achievements and them sort of things. So I just think that's really nice. So the first photo is actually a picture of Joe and I. We were just waiting for our taxi. We never get taxis. Like, we are train people. we love a train. We don't really like buses, but we would always choose to get a train, or even walk. But obviously this wasn't appropriate to walk. So we had to get a taxi, and it was quite expensive. And now I appreciate people making the effort to come to weddings and things. And I think in our wedding wasn't exactly, you couldn't get there by train or anything. So I really appreciate people travelling. And so I would do the same for them, but we had to get a taxi. So the taxi took about 20 minutes each way, but I pre-booked them so that I knew that we were definitely going to get a taxi, because I didn't know where we were, in all honesty. It wasn't somewhere I'd been before, so I just wanted to pre-book them. So yeah, we were waiting for the taxi. I decided to wear this pink dress that I wore to York races last year, just because I've not really worn it though. I've only worn it once, and I just thought it was nice. It's quite casual, but it's also quite summery, and obviously being August and things, it was quite nice to bring it back out. So yeah, and then the picture at the top is obviously some pictures, picture of the cupcakes, and then I got some pictures of all of us. So there's a picture of me, the bride, and my friend. This is us three. We tend to keep in touch with each other, more so than my other school friends. We do keep in touch. Sometimes there was like a big group of 10 of us, but we celebrate people's life and achievements as such. Like, we comment on Facebook, and we message each other every so often, but we just don't see each other. And but I try and keep in touch with these two. So yeah, we got a picture all together. So she was actually a bridesmaid, the one on the left. So yeah, it was just really nice to get a picture of us together. It's very hard as a bride. I understand this. It's very hard to sort of disperse yourself between all the guests and things. So I appreciate her taking the time out to take some photos of us. And then the picture down below is a picture of me and the bride. Obviously after she'd had a few drinks and was on the dance floor and things. And then the last photo on the bottom right is a picture of them on their first dance. And I just think it's so nice. They absolutely nailed the kiss, basically. Me and Joe tried this, and I just did not risk me falling over, because Joe was just a bit ferocious with it. Like, he'd really pull me back, and I ended up almost falling over. So I was like, nope, we're not doing that. So yeah, they absolutely nailed it. Got some really good photos. I imagine their photographer got some really good photos of that. So yeah, really, really cool. And it was just a lovely venue. It was like almost like a bit like ours, really. It was like a barn converted. It had lovely woodlands and stuff like that. So yeah, it was really, really pretty. So those are the larger photos, and then down the middle, as I said, got the cupcakes at the top. So they had loads of lovely desserts for the evening. They had brownies, they had millionaire shortbreads, they had these cupcakes, and obviously had their cake that they cut as well. So yeah, really, really nice. So we did have some food and obviously some sweet treats. And then the photo underneath that is a picture of all of us. So we've all got husbands now, which I just think is so odd. And you'll see the photo that goes underneath that. We've got a picture of all our rings, our wedding rings, our engagement rings and stuff. And I think that's really cool. So as I said, we've been friends since we were in secondary school, which from the age of 11 until 16, and then we still obviously went to college and bits together, but it's just mad that we're all married now, and one of them has 2 kids, so it's just life. So I just thought it was really nice to get a picture of us with our husbands. So that's a picture just there. And as I said, the picture below that, we all took a picture because we all said, oh my God, we've all got husbands now. And we took a picture of all our rings together, which was really nice because obviously everyone had their engagement ring on and everyone had their wedding ring on. So it just went really nicely together. So I thought that was quite cute to have that. It's just really nice. I was just looking at it and it's just really nice to think that we're all happily married, hopefully. One of them has been married for 5 years. So it was only me and the bride this year. They're obviously brand new newlyweds. And then the last photo is just a picture of my friend and our husbands, obviously Joe and her husband. So that was nice. It's just, again, another sort of chilled picture of all of us. But yeah, it was just a lovely day. And we got a taxi back about 11:30. And then we got back to a hotel and slept because we were knackered. But yeah, no, it was a really lovely time. I'm so glad we went and I got the time off and things. It was a bit of a faff to get the time off, but I did get the day off. And it was really lovely. I was also speaking to the bride's parents because obviously they would have remembered me from school, and they did. They said, oh God, you haven't changed. So it was just, it was lovely speaking to them, and they told me about what they were doing now. And it's just in my head that I'm not recognisable. In my head, no one recognises me, but it's the fact that they still recognise me after even like nearly 15 years. So yeah, I just think that's really cool. So I hope you enjoyed this part. As I said, it's all been photos and just loads of stickers and washi tape. But I will be back with the week 36. Thank you very much. Bye.